My health is my wealth. My health is my wealth. Welcome back to the Unscrambled Manifesto of Africa. I'm the author of the book Kogi Tui, as always. Today we are going to talk about health in one of the 40 points in my book. My health is my wealth. I'm sure you have met that statement umpteenth times. Even cliches like an apple a day keeps the doctor away or at bay, the latter by which my mentor would inquire of his crowd, what if that is true? And everybody in the crowd would laugh. He would then go ahead and elucidate that to be healthy it took simple disciplines, but making them one's personal philosophy or adopting them into the temple of habits of regularities is not an easy task. Indeed, why would one not try to disapprove that saying by following to the letter or the spirit, by which I mean taking a fruit of equal nutrition or superior, and watch what happens? You will agree with me that such a discipline does not come easy. He would also add that to get fit, you do not require the commercialized gym routines broadcast everywhere as today's panacea of fitness. All that was needed was a disciplined walk around the block, or a morning jog, or evening run to get you in shape as you also enjoy the scenic beauty of the flora, the aromas of natural flowers, the beauty of the rising or setting sun, and a chance to meet new people along the way. I believe strongly that health is free, but I do not ignore the accumulated cost of not doing everyday simple disciplines that keep us healthy. So when the dentist asks for 80,000 Kenya shillings to fix several teeth with cavities, this cost may seem high, but at times it is the accumulated cost we have been losing every day when we do not brush our teeth. But when a doctor asks for 5 million shillings to treat a patient that he or she knows cannot make it back alive, and instead of telling the patient to get his or her house in order and enjoy a few years, months, weeks, days, or hours in peace with God and nature, that doctor has erred far from humanity by his or her obsession of the sole aim of enrichment and defrauding the patient's estate. Such doctors or hospitals are burdened with scary frequency. These have turned their entities into a lathe with an efficient cutting tool that draws all the patient's wealth, and at times, often now, their friends and a whole complex web of connections need to be mobilized to fundraise for the hospital bill even when the patient unfortunately dies. The bill must be cleared. What will we do when the heath is depleted, or the land, the estates? What about those who have no estate? It has become a norm to hearing a tale of how hospitals are defrauding poor Kenyans. Dead patients are put under life support machines, charging thousands of shillings per day just to heap up the bill further. Such atrocities are being performed with a religious regularity to the extent Kenyans can't believe they can get healed after they have been charged only hundreds of shillings. People now believe someone has received high standards of diagnostic treatment when they are handed a six-figure and above hospital bill. I have no hatred for modern medicine practitioners. In fact, I couldn't be alive now were it not for their excellent service when I was a young child, a time when bills did not cost a kidney substitute with an arm and a leg. My premise is that it is not too late to halt this vicious trajectory and get back to the ancient oath of honor. I am a messenger of the ancients, saying, get ye back to the old ways, and let the Hippocratic oath be thy guide. I hope I haven't served too much old ale for those who have lost their empathy on patients. Indulge me, please, as I opt to serve you Kenyan tea. Therefore, let me first call our medical higher institution of learning of only professionalizing Western medicine and neglecting what we baptize as traditional medicine or herbal medicine. Who is that ate our culture, who by the confidence of a bloated windbag claimed that Africans had no medicine and that they lived like beasts living on the whims of chance? Who is that let our knowledge slip away? Like sand on one's ancient knowledge of medicine slowly slips away from our grasp. Even the flora and fauna holding the key ingredients are becoming extinct every day due to our ignorance as we clear these gems and adopt exotic ones that lack these properties. The herbal health temple has been left vulnerable for charlatans, some whom I admire for the courage of trying to fill this niche, to take over without the priestly meticulous care required in that profession of healing. Infested by non-selective bag of self-enrichment at whatever cost, they have hyped magical, spiritual, and mystical exaggerated powers to noble scientific flora and fauna. These have led to a large school of thought preferring to shun anything to do with herbal medicine. Even a simple compound like artemisinin that cures malaria ends up being imported and produced elsewhere, yet it can be harnessed from here. The medical schools need to step up and order this resource. They need to train and churn out professionals in this field, and the scientific schools need to train their scientists on ways to harness natural medicines and develop various protocols to be used in getting a potential chemical compound to be assimilated into mainstream medicine. The greatest defect with our higher learning was we were trained so much to work with already established laboratories, that is to seek employment. However, when we got outside, we found out that there were few such facilities, and since we had no capital to set up our own, thus having been fettered, we fiddled and fidgeted in the cold, and possible novel discoveries were locked away in the eternal bank safe of what if. Knowledge is dangerous, that is, if not utilized. Here we were, full of knowledge of genetic engineering, bioprospecting, chemical engineering, development of acids, and with a frantic dose of curiosity that burns in every true scientist. Yet we could not do anything. We burned inside. In fact, we became fermentation silos. Thoughts and ideas colliding in quantum fuzziness and releasing bursts of energies aimlessly towards all spheres of humanity. And this book is a testament of such bursts. In fact, as I was trained as a microbiologist and biotechnologist, the bursts of energy and the vibrations and the frequencies and the energy that I produce when I think of my training gave me the bursts that later produced this book. This time, we shall not mellow with age due to frustrations. We shall rise. We shall stir a revolution. We shall ignite the wind of change. And the old gates that resist change better not stand our way. For this time we come ready with a diamond reinforced battering ram. Boom! Thank you very much for listening to me. Thank you.